It is 11:42 in the afternoon Central Time. I'm near Fort Wayne, Indiana, and there's a little bit of snow and a lot of ice on the roads, on the untraveled roads. All the highways are clear, but I am heading still towards Royal Oak, Michigan. I gotta be careful as I walk here. I'd hate to injure myself and suffer some more negative impact on my body. There's a Flying J across the street, but I prefer to park here because they have a Taco Bell and it's less crowded. Most of the truck drivers try to do the popular parking lots, but I don't. What's this car planning on doing? So anyway, just a quick update. It's probably, I don't know, 15 degrees outside right now, so it feels really good. With the wind, it does seem a bit chilly, but the sun is out, so I can't complain too bad. Sorry I'm not staring at the phone, I'm watching the ground, because if anything happens, I want to be able to say that I was looking where I was going. Sorry if I still sound disgruntled. Anyway, that's... Well, my wife, that last video clip was interrupted by a phone call. It is, I don't know, 3 degrees outside. Snow kind of, it's not snowing. The snow that I see blowing around is just because it's like 15-mile-an-hour winds blowing, and I'm kind of doing a 30-minute break, even though I don't need it right now. It is cold outside. This is one of the coldest loads I've ever done in maybe ever. But it was in Monroe, Michigan, load of steel bar. And if you could see the layer of particles, and salt and slash whatever else they use to de-ice the roads, that is the reason we typically tarp. It's not necessarily to protect the product from moisture the majority of the time. There are some times where we tarp just to protect it from rain, because we are picking up something that is wrapped up indoors. We tarp it and secure it before we leave the protection of their facility, and then when we drop it off, we also do the reverse. We untarp and unsecure the items indoors, protected from the environment. So let's see, I keep forgetting that was when I was in Fort Smith earlier this week. I ran into somebody who had been driving for 9 months with Maverick Transportation. I want to say his name is Jonas Davis. I'm horrible with names. I know his first name started with a J, and I want to say Jonas, but super nice guy. Shout out to him, and it was a pleasure to meet and speak with him while I was securing my load for the evening. Here's kind of what's happening. I guess I didn't need to zoom out. I just needed to. Zoom in. There we go. I picked it. It goes unfocus. Let me give it something 3D to focus on. There we go. I think at the yeah, I know what it is. It's the glare. It's trying to focus on the image that is reflecting in my GPS. But I picked this up in Western Michigan, the load that I have right now. And I am traveling to a place called Savannah, Illinois. And based on its location, my thought is that I will be sent to get coiled rod following that, and then going home, because the load that I have right now is due to be delivered tomorrow morning. I will be at the location, which has parking. I will probably be there around 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the evening. So I better record now while there's still light outside. So I'll yonder outside for a brief second. You can see the difference as you go from the bottom up to the top of the truck. You can see it's much cleaner there, and then as you get closer to the ground level, you have all the particulate matter that sprays up from the road and covers the tarp. And you can see the tarps were relatively clean when I put them on, and now they're all covered with road de-icing agents. And that again is why we covered these things up with tarps. It's just steel bar, 5 31-foot lengths blocked in between. And somebody was asking, how do I check the securement underneath my tarp? Well, right here my securement comes down and goes back up and hooks on this side, and so you can feel the chains to see if there's any slack at all. That means there's been some. I would need to untarp this thing and resecure it, but that's all good. And I've got a strap here, which I could check on the other side, and it's checked the same way. The strap is a belly wrap, and it comes over to this side, and you can feel the tension on it, so I know it doesn't need to be adjusted. I'm also checking my lights on the rear, just because I've noticed several trucks traveling down the road that this is just coated in snow, and they probably came from a location where snow was just everywhere. I have not driven through actively snowing area. The highways are really clear. My hands are freezing right now that I've been outside for 2 seconds. So let's get back inside. There we go. All right. The highways are relatively clear, though on the way here, traveling west on I-90, from 121, mile marker 121 to mile marker 134, the highway is closed down because they had a truck fatality. It looked like a either an RGN or a lowboy trailer. Didn't have anything on it, but it was kind of like jackknifed into the ditch, so his trailer was blocking the road, and the cab looked like it had caught on fire, and apparently it was a fatality. But from that point, which was mile marker 134, backed up all the way to mile marker 121. The highway is closed down. They were diverting traffic, and is often the case. Anytime there's a fatality, they shut down the highway because they have to. I shouldn't say always, but the majority of the times they have to secure a large enough area in order for them to do an investigation because somebody died. So, and surprisingly, there are a lot of vehicles in the ditches, and I don't know if some of these drivers are just recent, because they were still sitting in their cars getting towed out, and some look like they might have been older, but the highways the road surface itself is clear, and in most cases completely dry. But that does not preclude people from finding ways into the ditch. Anyway, another 15 minutes, my 30-minute break will be done, and then I can continue on to Savannah, and I'll have plenty of time. Got 7 hours and 52 minutes in which to drive 4.5 hours, so it will not be a difficult thing to get there tonight. And then when I arrive and drop this off in the morning, we'll see what we get. But my guess is that it'll be something that takes me close to home. At least that's my hope. I do have a dental appointment on Monday. I've been having a lot of dental appointments, and the reason for that is for some reason, when you hit a certain age, which I'm not going to tell you how old I am, before I turned 40, so I'm at least 40, before I turned 40, I had perfect teeth. Not a single problem. I mean, I'd go into the dentist in the military, and they'd be like, "Why are you here?" I don't need to do anything. In fact, your teeth are so clean, we don't even really need to do a cleaning. But after I reached that point, everything went downhill. I mean, my teeth, I have a feeling like in the next 5 years, they're going to have to remove everything behind my eye teeth on each side. Like, it's amazing at how much things decline and how quickly. But I had some work done, and I have an issue that I need them to take care of because I think it's a result of the dental work that I had done. Anyway, enough of that. I know you don't want to hear about my dental work. Whatever. Talk to you later. Gosh.